Hi, everyone. I hope you're well. You know, it's really funny. You know when you found the one. You will know. You will know. So here, I'm with a man that I'm safe, I'm happy, I'm content, I live in peace, all that good stuff. And I'm truly grateful for that. And then they do stupid shit, right? Like, coming from a female's perspective, some men can be so fucking absent-minded. So there's a party going on. One of the owners of a restaurant that we know, he's turning 60 today. That's a milestone. That's a big milestone, right? 60. These guys are nothing but, they're cultured, right? We got Greeks, Albanians, like, it's culture, and I miss culture. I live in Canada. There's no culture here. Zero culture, you guys. Imagine that. It sucks. It sucks for a person that loves culture. And they're having a party just a block away from where we live. And I can hear the music, and I was just dancing on my balcony all by myself to the music. It's that loud. It's a block away. It's a restaurant, bar, and they're celebrating his birthday. So I said to my man, okay? I said to him, oh my gosh, we've got to go to this party because we found out about it this morning. I was like, we got to come here tonight. He's like, no. I made plans. Going to his friend, about 25-minute drive from here, to jam. You know, they play their instruments and whatever and sing and all that jazz. And they drink and whatever. I said, well, what do you mean? Your friend's not going anywhere. Jamming is not going anywhere. He's only turning 60 once. Let's go. It's going to be a blast. No, I've made plans. I'm thinking, where the fuck is his head? Do you know what I mean? Like, it just made no sense to me. And I always have to be the one to say, well, you know, compromise or this, that, the other thing. And I thought, I'm not doing it this time. He's got to fucking think for himself too. Like, this is just stuff that bothers me. And if it bothers you, well, it must mean something to you. Remember the 80-20 rule? Make sure he or she, your partner's got 80% of what you're looking for, what you can tolerate, and the 20% of what you cannot tolerate. If that 20% is more than the 80, I know that doesn't make sense, then you're not right person, right? Why? I mean, if he's leaving at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which was his plan, can you not go for like 5 hours? Come over here, come back home, and then we go and do that? What happened to compromise? What happened to making both parties happy? No, lately I've been noticing he's just making himself happy. And that's good. You've got to do that. That is important. But when you claim, when you're in a relationship and you're living with one another and or committed in a way like marriage, you have to think of the other person. It's not just you anymore. You're not living on your own, taking care of yourself only. Now there's someone else in your life. You have to think about the other person. And if you don't be in the fucking relationship. And I swear to God, like, well, I won't swear to God, but honest to God, I don't care if it's a soulmate or whatever the hell they call that shit. You will know. Don't title it. We don't need titles. We don't need any more fucking titles in the world. That's for sure. But if somebody's not thinking about me and I'm in their life, I don't care who it is. Get the fuck out. I have endured so much in my life, from childhood all the way up until like about 3 years ago, 2 years ago. To be honest with you, I even take that back. And it's just within the last 8 months. Right? Got out of my last relationship. Finally found my own place for the first time in my life, in my mid-50s at the time. My own place. It took me almost 6 months just to let my hair down, to feel comfortable, because I was married, and then I was a single mother, and then I lived with someone, so I was never alone. And the last 6 months, absolute fucking pure glory. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I love to live on my own. I love being by myself. I don't like anybody being in my own energy. But from what I've been seeing the last 2-3 times, I'm telling you, now my man is even walking on broken glass, and I don't even think he fucking realizes it. You know, one day it was, I would like to marry you. And I never said anything. And then I hear, I want to be with you forever. I said, we are together right now. I'm not looking in the future. I have no idea what the universe has in for me, or for you, or for us. I have no idea. You have no idea. Nobody knows what the future is going to hold. All you're meant to do is live your life and do things that make you happy, so you stay high vibrational. Stay positive, feel good, be happy, spread love, joy, peace. Live your life. That's all we're meant to do. So, about a week or 2 weeks later, after he did mention the marriage thing, I said, don't ask me that again, because the answer is no. I'm clear. I'm not rude, but I'm blunt and I'm to the point. Nothing wrong with that. My tone is exactly as I'm speaking right now. Right? I will never say, you fucking asshole, or are you fucking kidding me? I'm not going to get married. I don't want to get married. What's the point in acting like that? It doesn't get you anywhere. It really doesn't. So I just said, no, don't ask me to marry you, because the answer is no. You know, here's an example. He'll say things like, there's one friend I have in my life that I was in a relationship many moons ago. He wanted to get married. I didn't. And that's the only reason why it ended. But we're best friends. We're very tight. We don't talk all the time or anything, but we're very similar in many ways. He's male. I'm female. We have the same vibe shit going on. And he's never met my man. And I told my man, you're never going to meet him. So he thinks my friend is imaginary. I'm making it up because he hasn't seen this person. And to me, that doesn't matter. I told him he's never going to meet him. My throat chakra. And the reason for that is because to me, common law is common law. We're like roommates. That's how I look at common law, roommate. You're either in or you're out. But that's my perspective. Everybody's going to be different. I've endured a lot in my life that's made me quite hardcore. I have huge boundaries, and quite a few of them now. You have to have your boundaries. No ego, just have boundaries. Know your worth. And then you'll never attract crap in your life because you're not allowing it, because you love yourself. So he's going to have quite the conversation when he gets home, if I'm awake. It's currently almost what? I don't even know what time it is. 11:30, I'd say p.m. 11:40, 11:45 p.m. If I'm still awake, there will definitely be a conversation. There will be no yelling, but there will be firm conversation. And then he's going to have boundaries. More boundaries. Because if someone is going to show me that they come first in a relationship, listen. Always put yourself first. I've always said that. But even put yourself first when you're in a relationship. But you still have to think about both of you together. And if that doesn't happen, I don't have a problem with saying goodbye. I do not have a problem with saying goodbye. Not anymore. So, in other words, like, if anybody out there who's male and listening to this by chance, or if you're thinking about proposing to someone, or when you're living with someone, this goes both ways. You have to think about each other and still do things that make you happy, because you're not going to have everything in common, right? You won't have everything in common. You're not twins. So you won't be with each other all the time. But I'm telling you, I can't wait to have this fucking conversation. I'm so excited. And if I'm not awake when he gets home, this will happen first thing tomorrow morning. I guarantee it. So the lesson here, it doesn't matter how good someone treats you. If your needs are not being met and you're not being thought of, well, then find someone who will think about you while you're in the relationship. Because you're a team. You need to think about one another. You need to make each other happy. If that doesn't happen, then get the fuck out. I'm in my late 50s. I am not wasting time anymore. I don't like arguing, never have. I don't like wasting my time, and I don't like negativity, and I will not be on the back burner. Period. That's knowing my worth. Am I asking for too much? Not at all. I'm asking for respect. You can't ask me you can't tell me that you want to marry me only for a week or 2 weeks later to go, no, I've made plans. Go by yourself. Are you fucking mad? Go by myself? Okay. If I'm going to go out by myself, then I'm going to go out by myself all the time. And then I'm going to categorize myself as single. That's how I look at things. Make sure you get the person who's going to think about you in your relationship. They make plans, they notify you. As soon as they make plans, notify your partner. Maybe she or he can make plans, right? Or not, or just sit and chill out. Doesn't matter what the other person does if you make plans. Notify your partner. They're called your partner for a reason. If you owned a company together, are you going to know shit that your partner's not going to know? No, because it's your partner. They should know. You're working together as a team. So people have to decide when you're in a relationship, a committed one, living with one another, common law, marriage, that's marriage. Well, if you're not ready to think about the other partner, don't be in a relationship. And there's nothing wrong with that. But don't be in a relationship then. Don't waste that person's time. Time is of the essence. Time is precious. And we don't have a lot of it. Especially when you hit 50, believe me, time flies like there's no tomorrow. Anyway, you make sure you get treated the way you want to get treated. And if that person's not ready to treat you the way that you want to be treated, then find the person that will. And how do you do that? Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself if you're single. Focus on yourself. Keep being happy, doing things that make you happy. Stay high vibrational and positive. Manifest your ass off. Sage all the time. Keep your energy cleansed. And it will come to you. I guarantee it. The universe will orchestrate that. Sometimes I wonder about people. Anyway, I love you all. God bless.